Thank you very much, CS and PS. I think, my friend, your question is very wide. But if you look at what the National Treasury and Economic Planning is doing now, what we've been taken through by the CS and the PS and the teams here, this is basically what is happening in what you are calling the economy. You are not seeing the economy, right? So this is actually that side of it in terms of what exactly is happening based on the interventions that the government is making in the various aspects of the policy. Now, regarding what we do, I just want to answer you maybe in a minute. One is that we set the targets. We set the objectives of what we want to achieve as a country, as an economy. You are aware about the Vision 2030 that was launched in 2008. Part of the targets in that vision was that we want to grow, to move Kenya from a lower income country to a middle income country, whereby now the standards of living has improved, the per capita income, our rates in terms of mortality and so on have improved. So this is where we are as we speak right now, that Kenya has already, for example, attained a middle income country. That means then that when you look at the hard work that the team behind you is doing, is that then we are better off. We then lose on a number of other concessions and grants that we get, because then we need to be self-sufficient in terms of our planning. So that's just an example of one of the targets that we set. Coming to this particular time, as a government, there are 5 key objectives that have been set under what we call the bottom-up economic transformation agenda. And these are, among the 5, is one, for example, is to lower the cost of living. So when we focus on lowering the cost of living, the question we ask ourselves then, what are the interventions, what are the activities and programs that we need to have so that we can lower the cost of living? Number 2 is to create jobs or employment. As it is right now, if you look at the statistics, you can be able to see the number of jobs that we are creating in the economy. We come up with what we call the long-term plans, medium-term plans, like the 5-year plan, which now we have used the current objectives of this government to be able to accelerate the objectives of the growth of this particular economy. So we set the objectives, and then we measure, we are able to measure how we are doing through what we call monitoring and evaluation. We look at the impact of our achievement and some of the projects that we have made, and then we also focus on reporting to be able to share or report on what is happening in the economy. I'm sure you are aware of, for example, the economic survey. On a monthly basis, we produce some data, statistics on the CPI, on what we're doing. On a quarterly basis, we have the Kenya Economic Report, which looks at the various policy interventions that the government is making and how the government is doing. And of course, through what the CS and the team has done today, I'm sure we've been made aware of how we are doing. Thank you.